Vincenzo's Go Crypto Investing. As you can see here, the XRP price, what we got going on here is we're still going to the downside. And we just covered that biggest bank, second biggest bank in U.S. history, Silicon Valley Bank, going bankrupt. That's going to have a cascading effect on the overall equity markets. And it's going to be a very interesting day tomorrow. And we're holding on for dear life in XRP because if we break down south of this 36 cents, we know we're initially trading into this range in the VP volume indicator, right? The VIX volume profile right there in red. And then we're going to eventually trade much, much, much farther to the downside. And when we break down past this VP volume indicator, I'm sorry to tell you this, and I've been telling you this, XRP is coming way, way down, and we have low targets. And we're going to hit this 18 to 20 cent target as soon as we break this 29 cents, where we've been supported once and held down for dear life back in June of 2022. And then we hit down here pretty close again back in November of 2022. And then we had a capitulation moment event of a lifetime where we were saved and we bounced back right at the bottom. But there's going to come a time here very shortly where you're going to come near this bottom and you're going to break it. And when you break it, that's when the 2023 capitulation in XRP that I've been warning about for quite some time is going to happen. And the worst sum of my fears and your fears, as someone, most of you on here that are diehard XRP followers, you never thought this was going to be possible or coming after you had this long consolidation and for 3 years, and then you had this massive orgasmic pump. You thought 2.5 years past this March 21 peak, now in March 23, 2 years past the peak, you thought after some consolidation, right, you would be way up here right now. Nobody thought you would be better than 80% down from your peak back here in March, right there. At current price, you're down 83.15%. None of you thought that was possible. You all thought if you bought here in April and of March of 2021, by 2023, you guys all thought at minimum you'd be sitting somewhere between $3 at a 92% gain and somewhere as high as $10 if you bought it at the peak in a 5-bagger, right? But you're not. You never were going to be, and it was all one big con game that you bought in hook, line, and sinker without question and bought that hopium and didn't understand what was really going on and didn't understand that the way XRP is set up, it's nearly impossible for it to ever breach its all-time high that was set back here. And the way left machine back here as we zoom in on that fateful afternoon in 2018 in January, early January, after the crypto market started to all peak out one after another and then simultaneously crashed. But what you didn't understand was this price. Look at that. It had an initial 71% drop, right, in a just very short amount of time. And what you didn't understand is this coin was set up in a way that it could never really get back up there ever again because there's so many more coins in existence now as every day, hour, week, and minute go by, and especially as almost 3/4 of a decade has gone by since that all-time high, there is an exponentially amount more coins, which means it's nearly impossible with the biggest hype train and the biggest pump cycle and the biggest momentum and advertising push in crypto history. Bitcoin goes from 3,500 to 70,000 nearly, and XRP couldn't come within 43% of its old all-time high because with all that hype, all that momentum, and all that hysteria, you could not generate more hype there than you had here, and you had significantly less coins there than you do now. And when you have more of something, it drives the price naturally down. If you have less of something, when the price gets inflated, it can jack up higher because there's less of them. Now you have so much more, the price is naturally always going to decline. And just like I told you back here, watch a video from March of 2020 or April, May, and June of 2021. I told you this was the pattern in XRP for the next 10 years. You're going to get big pumps, but they're always going to come up less than the previous pump. And that's just the way it is. And that's the cold hard truth. And I will continue to almost sabotage my station by giving you this information and truth that is needed. And I will sacrifice my followers for the short term and in the near term to gain this trust and gain the influence and to gain the integrity of the market share as time goes on. And we sit out here in 2024, 2025, 2026, God willing, 2027, that old Vincenzo is still walking the earth. And I'll be showing you that my pattern is played out and that the hype train that was going on here was just that, a salesmanship and a gamesmanship to try to get you out of your fucking hard-earned money. And then my channel will explode as we never sniff the all-time high, and we're sitting out here into the future in the way right machine, and we're sitting out here in 2025 and the price is still down here, and then we're in 2026 and the price is still down there. Like, subscribe, and share. Peace and love.